All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the Akyam, to the elect that are scattered across the four corners of this earth, pushing the truth and faith and sincerity. I'm the brother Shamala from the GMS Houston camp. And this lesson, I'm going to be going into Matthew 24 and 14. I'll just get straight into it. All right, Matthew 24 and 14. It says, let me see something. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. And so it says, in this gospel, what is the gospel? This good news that we're preaching, right? That the kingdom of heaven, right, is coming. Yahweh Shai is about to return. The Israelites, we about to be back on top. Everything about to be put back in its perfect order. And our enemies are going to be at our feet, right? The Israelites are the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. And our enemies are everybody else outside of that, right? Everybody else that is not an Israelite. Those are our enemies because this is their kingdom, right? Ultimately, Esau Edom, which is so-called white man, he's running everything. Everybody is following him, right? For the most part. Because he's sending his wicked vibrations throughout the earth, and these nations are taking hold of that and being just like him. You see, but they are the enemies, right? But it says, in this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. Why would it be preached unto all nations? Does it mean that this word does it mean that this word is for all nations? Right? No, that's not what it's saying. Right? Because first you got to think about it. The Israelites were spread all over the planet Earth. Deuteronomy 28:64, and Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. So this is a curse. Or Moses, when he was going into these curses, he was talking unto Israel. Right, and this was one of the curses that were going to befall them if they weren't obedient to the Lord. Which the curse just said that we're going to be scattered from one end of the earth even to the other. So this everywhere. We're going to be all over. So that's one reason why the gospel had to be preached unto all nations, because we were going to be living amongst all nations and even looking like these different nations. Or you're going to have Israelites that look like a different nation that you're not just going to be able to tell that they're Israelites just from the outward appearance. See, but their spirit is going to tell and show everything. See? And another reason, too, that we were sent unto all nations, Jeremiah 1:5, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. So this is what the Most High told Jeremiah, right? That he made him a prophet unto the nations. So we're not just a prophet unto our people, but we are a prophet unto these different nations. What is a prophet? A prophet is someone who foretells or something to come, right? But not of our own will, of the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, right? From the understanding that he have given us, if we go into these scriptures and we warn our people from the upcoming destruction, and we tell the heathen their judgment and what's going to happen to them, what's going to be their rules when we get back into our position, our kingly position, our royal position in the earth. We set up to tell them because they have done many things against us. So we got to prophesy to them too. They got to hear too. You see? But and then it says, Matthew 24:14 again, it says, in this gospel the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Right? So this gospel has to go out. And the believers and the elect, they got to hear this before the end comes. The end cannot come before that. You can go to, let me see, Revelation 7. 1 says, and after these things I saw 4 angels standing in the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor any tree. Now we got wind blowing every day. So obviously this is not talking about just the regular wind. This wind is talking about the destruction, right? That's gonna come from the nuclear missiles, that nuclear wind. That's what it's talking about. And this is the end, right, of Babylon the Great. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. Meaning, sealed meaning basically having this truth. Because this truth is what seals you, right, and being of the elect. It says, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and they were sealed in 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Right, that governing body. And you're gonna have that large multitude as well, which is Israelites. So it says, saying hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. So nothing can really just go down until the elect wakes up. Right? Because once this word goes everywhere, right, and the elect wakes up, hey, then it's time. Right? Then it says, then shall the end come. And people will take that and just say, oh, the end of the world, right? The earth, it's going to have to make a new earth, right? Because the Lord going to destroy this earth and this and that. That ain't what it's talking about. What does the end consist of? This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 24. Then cometh the end, when he shall deliver up the kingdom to the Most High, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power. It's talking about on the world equal to cause Jesus Christ, which his name is Yahushua. It says, for he must reign till he have put all enemies under his feet. So when he comes, it ain't just gonna be this ain't gonna be peaceful. Matthew 10 say, think not that I come to send peace, but a sword. Right, so it's far from peace. He says, come down to put his enemies under his feet. He has enemies. You see, and who are those enemies? These different nations, right? Their heads, their leaders, and also the wicked of our people. But he's coming to put down all authority and rule. So this going into those who are ruling. He coming to put them down. How he gonna do that? How do you put enemies under your feet? He gonna do that through war. He speaks about that in Revelation the 19th chapter, right? He basically makes war. Let me see. Revelation 19 and 11. I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he that will judge and make war. So he's coming for war. This is how he's going to put these different nations and put down the authority and the rule and put enemies under his feet through war. Right? Because how does anybody put down an enemy? Come on, man. All right. So 2 69 going to the end. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Right, so Esau, the so-called white man, he's the end of the world. He's ruling right now, so he's at the end of an age, the end of his rulership. And we're finna come into the rulership of Jacob, which are the Israelites, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. So we are very close unto us ruling in our kingdom and living forever. See, after this man goes down, so when we see on the news terrible things, right, and in these people's eyes, right, terrible, which is this kingdom falling, or Esau's trying to hurry up and push his agenda. It just getting us closer and closer unto the kingdom and closer for Yahushua returns. See, so this is what the end is talking about, right? So this place cannot go down till this truth get pushed out onto the elect and those that's supposed to hear it. right? Then this thing can take off, right? Then the Most High can start bringing the main prophecies to pass that are supposed to come to pass, right? The destruction of this place, right? Which first will be that new currency that they will put into your right hand, left hand, whatever they put it in your forehead, right? Revelation 13:16. Read that, right? Then that's when all that's going to take place, which they would not be able to fulfill those plans. You see, but that's the lesson. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.